Did y'all see this? So apparently somebody showed up at Met Gala wearing this outfit right here. And do I even have to say anything, bro? You want to know my honest opinion on this? I'm not gonna even hold back when I say this, bro. Jesus is coming back so soon, it's not even funny. The Bible says stuff like this would happen, bro. The Bible says that people would be calling evil good and calling good evil. The devil's strategy is so simple nowadays, man. He wants to make sin look normal and make righteousness look weird. People think I'm weird because I don't drink, I don't smoke, I don't cuss, I don't watch corn, and I ain't talking about corn on the cob. But you know what I think is weird? What this world calls normal, which is being anxious, addicted, depressed. Y'all can be normal. I like being weird. The closer you get to God, the weirder you get to people, and the less you care what they think. Jesus was literally perfect, and people still hated him. How much did they hate him? So much that they crucified him. You best believe I'm not gonna look for validation in the same world that crucified a perfect man. God's approval is worth more than the whole world's applause. If you live for people's acceptance, you'll die from their rejection. Jesus didn't die for me in public, for me to live for him in private. And I'm not gonna let someone who didn't die for me affect how I live for someone who did. The Bible says we don't wrestle against flesh and blood. We wrestle against demons and spiritual powers of this world. So as the world is getting darker and darker, the more we need the light of Jesus, the more we need Christians to stand up and be bold. Jesus didn't call us to be liked by this world. He called us to be the light to this dark world. And light by its very nature makes the darkness uncomfortable. Jesus said, let your light shine before others. So guys, please, don't be a part of the CSS. I used to be a part of the CSS. The Christian Secret Service. Do not be a part of that group anymore. It's time to be bold. It's time to let our light shine before others. Can I get a man? God is definitely real. Have you guys seen this? This is literally a video taken at night from space looking at the Earth. It's just orbiting around the Earth. And you're telling me this just created itself on accident, randomly, by a giant explosion? I don't know, man. To be an atheist, I'd have to believe that nothing somehow created everything, that a random explosion somehow created perfect order, that non-life somehow created life. I simply just don't have that much faith. It's like if I were walking through a forest and I saw an iPhone on the ground. I would not look at that iPhone and be like, oh wow, the trees really got together and the wind was blowing at the perfect speed to create this phone, to create iOS and the App Store. No, nobody thinks like that. Nobody looks at an iPhone and says, this must have just created itself. No, it has a creator. Every creation points to a creator. And did you know the human eye is way more complex than a phone? Your heart beats over 100,000 times a day without you even telling it to or without you even thinking about it. Your lungs breathe every single day without you thinking about it. And we're supposed to believe all this just happened on accident, randomly? And you know what? The same God who created all this created you. And he didn't just create you, he chose you. You know, in the very beginning when God created the sky, the sun, the stars, the earth, the animals, he spoke it all into existence. But not until he created you did he form you with his hands. So God treated you differently than everything else. He was like, I gotta get my hands on this thing. And not only that, the Bible says he breathed life into you. That means you have something inside of you that's not in anything or anyone else. You have greatness inside of you. You have the breath of God in your lungs right now. And every single time you breathe, you're literally saying God's name. God's original name in the Bible was Yahweh, YHWH. And the way you would pronounce it back then was every time you breathe, you're literally saying God's name. Every single breath we take is a gift from God. And we take it for granted, man, because we're not the ones keeping our lungs breathing. We're not the ones who woke ourselves up this morning. God did. And the average person breathes around 20,000 times per day. That's 20,000 miracles per day. And your breath is the most important thing God gives you every day, because you can go weeks without food, you can go days without water, but you can go only minutes without your breath. And all I know is this: if you're still breathing, God's still working. And he said he's working all things together for your good. So if it's not good yet, God's not done yet. And as long as God keeps waking you up, he still has a plan for you. That's why I woke up this morning with breath in my lungs, giving God my praise.